The dressing.
Let me tell you something. When you're South African or from Southern Africa rather, you would dress to slay for the gods.
Yeah, we've been seeing them on social media. Even their school children. Hello guys, welcome once again to my channel. My name is Freeman, and on this channel we talk about job opportunities, study abroad, and scholarship opportunities. In today's episode, we have a special guest with whom we are going to talk about studying abroad, living abroad, and the experiences that it comes with. Today, we have someone special, and I'll allow her to introduce herself to you and which country she comes from and which country she has studied or lived in, and the experiences and tips that she can give us with living abroad. So, without wasting much time, let's go meet our guests. Hello. Yes, you're welcome to my episode, and please tell our viewers who you are and what experiences that you have.
Hi. Do you have a name for your family, your YouTube family? I would refer to them as Lamani. Is it Lamani family?
Lamy. The Lamy family. Yeah.
Hi, Lamy family. So I'm Nicole, and I'm a South African living in Germany, and based off of what Freeman mentioned, I'm an aviation student, and I've been here for quite a few years. I don't like to mention it because Deutsch is very difficult. It's
Deutsch is difficult.
So mentioning how long I've been here and my Deutsch is nicht the beste. People who know. If you know, you know. But yeah, nice to meet you all. And long story short, I'm a South African living in Germany, and I'm a working student.
That's beautiful. So like you said, you don't want to mention the number of years you've been here, but you've been here for quite a number of years, and I'm sure you've had some experiences living here, especially leaving South Africa, coming to Deutschland. I'm sure you also had experiences traveling around and all that. And so just in a nutshell or in an introductory way, tell us how it was leaving your country. And at what age did you leave South Africa? And how was the feeling leaving home to a new country that you had never lived in?
Boy, oh boy. So I left South Africa when I was 19 years old, and I moved to Latvia. So I lived in a country called Latvia. I always say that because a lot of people don't actually know about Latvia. And honestly, it was very difficult. You know how you asked me, like, how was that like moving to a foreign country, etc. Very difficult, because I remember when I was in that airplane on my way to Latvia, I cried. I cried, Freeman. I cried all the way. And the person who I was sitting beside was like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" But I was like, I'm okay. The person was like so worried. But it was very difficult, I would say. The transition into you've moved to what you've known your entire life to a completely new environment, a completely new place where you don't know anyone, and there's no one to even pick you up and
hug you or talk to you,
and help you transition. Although I will want to mention that as you mentioned that I had transitioned to Latvia. So in Latvia, I did have a person from my university who picked me up.
Okay, from the airport?
Yeah, he picked me up from the airport, but it didn't feel the same. It was like... It didn't feel like... It felt like, it's my duty or my job to just pick this person up. But it didn't feel like, wow, someone is here who understands what I'm feeling, like a buddy. And we'll get to that in terms of the difference. Sure. But Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah,
But
I imagine that. I mean, traveling to a new place, it's always yeah. I mean, you don't know what to expect, and leaving family is a very big thing. So
mhm.
so you left your country at what age, and what were you coming to Europe to do? Were you coming to study, and how was the application? Was it a self-sponsor, or did you get a scholarship? Please share with us.
So basically, I came to Europe because I had the ambition to become a pilot who has a
Fine.
degree,
Mm-hmm.
as
Yeah.
you did.
Yeah.
I had the ambition to become a pilot who has a degree,
Hmm.
and Germany was one of the countries that offered that.
That program.
And
Okay.
so, yeah, so I basically came to Europe to get an aviation management degree,
Mm.
or yeah,
Something close to
and
that.
in South Africa, at the time
Mm.
where I'm from, aviation management was not offered.
Ah,
So aviation management is what I
you wanted to study in.
exactly.
And just to move back a bit, how old were you when you were moving out of South Africa?
Whoa.
Very young,
Super young. I was 19.
huh? 19.
I was a
Wow.
baby. I
Yeah.
was in my teens. I was 19 when
Okay.
I moved to Europe.
Yeah. And your aviation management study, was it self sponsored, or did you get a scholarship?
It was self-sponsored.
Ah, okay, from
Yeah,
home.
it
Okay.
was self-sponsored. Yeah.
That's fine. And which university did you move to? Which university did you study your study?
hmm So, whew, you guys need to know.
Mm.
In Latvia,
Mm.
it was basically a bit easier, you
Mm-hmm.
could say.
Yeah.
But so in Latvia, I studied at TSI, which in both Germany
Mm-hmm.
and also Latvia, I studied at private universities. And in Latvia, it was a university called TSI. So I can't even pronounce the name because it's in
I mean, yeah,
Latvian, but
TSI is fine. Yeah.
TSI. And I did an aeronautical engineering degree.
Mm-hmm.
And in Germany, I did an aviation management degree. And with my aviation management degree, it was combined, or
Okay.
both were combined.
Okay.
So in Latvia, you could do your degree and also get a license to become a pilot.
Ah.
And then also in Germany, you could get a degree and also get a license to become a pilot.
Ah.
Exactly. So it was like combined degree.
Combined
And it
degree.
was also in America,
Mm.
but America seemed so far. America was
So far for you, right?
yes.
Okay. So, Nicole, when you TSI from TSI in Latvia, what made you move to Germany? Did you finish your study in Latvia before moving to Germany, or did you make a transfer, or why did you move to Germany?
I had to transfer because let me not say that. Maybe it's not the best thing to say, but when I was in Latvia, unfortunately, the diversity was not as much.
Okay.
And so it was to the point that I had a roommate who was like, can I say jokes on you?
Who was what?
Can I say like,
Yeah.
it's not explicit, my friends. But so you can see the palm of my hand is white. I had a roommate, and in Latvia at the time when I lived in Latvia, it was basically 2 beds in 1 room.
Okay.
I don't know if it's changed. I don't know if it's still the same. But at the time, that's what it was. And I remember having a roommate who basically asked me, "Can I see the bottom of your feet?"
Really? Yeah. Yeah, I know the diversity wasn't that much,
Okay.
so you had to transfer to Germany. Okay,
Yeah.
and then
So and also not only the diversity, but the language barrier.
Okay, yeah.
I would say language barrier was a thing, and so I decided that I need to be in a country that is more diverse, that has more people who look like me, who sound like me, who understand me.
Understand you, yeah.
And so, with that in mind,
You had to move,
yeah,
and
I moved to Germany.
And did you move straight to Bonn Bonn Rhein-Sieg? Because I know that's where you studied. Did you, from Latvia, did you move straight to Bonn Rhein-Sieg, or you just went somewhere before?
Yes, I did. I moved straight to Bonn. And I would like to mention something, that always do your research. Always do your research, because when I was back home, there was always that philosophy or that rumor of, oh, if you're going to study in a public university, it's going to be only in German. That's not true.
Okay.
And so, based off of the university I ended up in North Rhine, it was based off of, I felt like, oh, I have to study here, because if I go to another university,
you might study in German or something.
Exactly. And my German is not the best. So I think always
do your own research. So that's a tip, guys. Always do your own research. Whatever you see, research on your own. Go to the university website. If you don't find any information, write an email to the contact you see, and I'm sure they will respond with more details with what you want. So always do more research. That's what Nicole says. Okay.
And just make sure of what you want to do.
Yeah, you want to do, yeah.
So that was basically the experience that I had.
That's good. And so from Bonn, and then now you say you are studying and working as well. So what do you do in your work? Because your studies, you said you studied in aviation management. So are you now managing an airline in Germany, or
I wish?
Managing an airline in Germany? But what do you do, and where do you work in Germany, if you don't mind sharing?
So at the moment, I work for an e-mobility company, and sometimes I say fate. So yeah, I've been working for an e-mobility company as a project management officer.
Okay.
Although my title is not that, but that's basically what I've been doing. I've been a PMO.
Okay.
And my title is a business line manager, management intern.
Management intern.
So I've been working as a business line management intern for a e-mobility company, or e-charging.
E-charging, okay.
We are flexible.
We are flexible. So, sorry, we are not marketing your company yet.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Okay, that's fine. So now you are doing your work, and are you done with your school? And if not, what are you doing now with the schooling? Yeah.
I'm currently working on my thesis.
Okay.
Y'all, whoever is watching this, you better make sure you pray for me.
Good that we have that details. So now I want to ask you, living in Germany, like you said, you've lived in Germany for some time. I want you to share with us. I want you to share with us some of the cultural shocks that you had when you moved to Germany. What are the things that you saw that were like, ooh?
Two. Number one, the dressing.
The dressing.
Let me tell you something. When you're a South African, or from Southern Africa rather, you would dress to slay for the gods.
Yeah, we've been seeing them on social media. Even their school children, even their students. Oh my God! I'm like, do you leave the house? Do you well?
Yes, we do. We leave the house like that.
Okay.
Southern Africans dress
to slay.
When it comes to going to work, we will dress.
Yeah.
We will wear our heels. We will wear our tight skirt. We will wear our tight dress. We will. It doesn't even have to be tight. Oh, there's a trend going on TikTok.
Which one?
Very cutesy, very mindful,
Very
very
demure.
demure. That is what South Africans are. So we're very cutesy, mindful, and demure when it comes to like our dressing when we go back home, and when we go to work.
That's
But when I come to Germany, boy, wear what you want.
Yeah, nobody gives a damn about your
Wear
dressing.
what exactly? No one really cares.
Yeah.
Like, you can wear shorts and flip flops, and people will be like, people won't even say anything.
They
They'll
don't
just,
even look at you.
yeah, they just mind their own business. But if you were to wear flip flops and shorts, where I'm from, they'll be like, what's going on?
Yeah. I mean, it's a big thing, and after you are done, I'll also share mine. There's one particular thing that I want to say. For mine is I wouldn't make it general as in cultural or anything, but in the educational institution, because I have been in universities. Now I'm doing my PhD. I'm in a research institution. One thing I see is there's no boss subordinate relationship. Your supervisor is just like a colleague of yours, and you see big guys, big professors. They are riding bicycles to work, like they dress with shorts and anything, and they carry their own bags. I mean, this is something you cannot do in Ghana. You see a professor walking, and you have to go and help them. I mean, I know it's cultural, it's different for sure, but that kind of relationship, that freedom that you get being able to interact with your supervisor or your senior, and the opportunity they have to give to you, or the opportunity, the hearing opportunity, the opportunity they have to listen to you and try to address your concerns, is something that is, I mean, I have so many things to say, but this is something that I think I have to share here, because it's something we have to learn to be able to find that bond between students or subordinates and seniors in our side of the world. So you said two cultural things. One was the dressing, and what's the second one?
Speaking.
Speaking.
So in South Africa, we say sorry for everything.
Just like Ghana. I mean, in Ghana, we say sorry when we are hurting you. We say sorry. We say sorry when we are hurting you. Like, oh, I'm sorry, but we are hurting you. Yeah.
So we also like say sorry for everything, and sometimes I think that is taken not the way that it should be.
It doesn't have weight.
So it's like, why are you saying sorry? You keep saying sorry, like waiting up, like
it's not your fault.
And us saying sorry, like when you fall, we'll say sorry. But yeah, that's basically another cultural thing.
Yeah. I mean, here, if you say sorry, it's a big deal. I mean, they really feel like you said it from the bottom of your heart,
Totally.
Yeah. But for us, the sorry is like we say it's but I mean, like you said, it's the difference, the cultural perspective and upbringing and all that. So that has something we can learn from.
Yep.
So if you want to give advice to people who are in South Africa now and want to study in Germany, what advice or what tips will you give to them? I know that on my channel, I make videos on how to find the scholarships and all the mechanistic things to do. But here I want you to give them the tips that no one will tell you, that you will not see on the website. These are advices from the South African perspective, things that they will not see, but things that you would tell them from your experience and that they should consider.
Don't believe in the myth. Number one, there's a myth that I believed in, which was if you study in an public university, you have to do it in German. You have to study in German.
Yeah.
And so I completely diverted my focus
To
from
other
German.
countries. Yeah.
Oh, not other countries, but public universities in Germany.
Okay. Okay.
The moment I saw that it was a public university,
You didn't even look at it. Yeah.
no, I have to study in German.
Mm-hmm.
No, you can study in a public university in Germany, and you can do it in English.
Oh.
I used to hear a lot about how German people are this, German people are that.
Yeah. So we say the stereotype.
Exactly. I used to hear a lot of stereotype when it comes to German people, and I feel like when you get here, the stereotype that you are told is more or is less actually tolerable than what you actually experience.
Yeah.
Because what you experience, you can deal with it.
Yeah.
You can get through it.
Yeah.
You can get what you want to achieve.
Yeah.
So don't listen to like those stereotypes that people tell you. Whether it's about the public university or the language.
Or the people.
Exactly.
Or the history.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it. Just go for it, because it's your life at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So don't follow others. Follow your own desire.
That's a good advice that you're giving to us and the people back home. Yeah, I mean, in terms of the stereotype, we all knew about the history and everything. So there's a lot that people say back, oh, it's this, is that, but look, most of them, I can say about 80 or 90% of them are not true. So you have to come experience for yourself. Don't let anybody say something that you cannot. You have to come and experience it yourself. So yeah, come to Germany. Studying in Germany is very cool. There are so many advantages, and also the language thing you mentioned. The universities now, most of them are teaching in English. They have a lot of English courses. So if you want to just go on the university's website or check my channel where I talk about applying and checking and getting universities in Germany, you see that most of the programs are actually in English. So yeah, do your own research, like you said. Don't let anybody influence you. Do your own research, and then let's see what comes of it. Yeah, so guys,
I have something to mention about that. You know how you mentioned about you should do your own research and you should apply, etc. Something that my mom made me do before I came to Europe was do a TESOL certificate.
which is
TESOL is teaching English to speakers of other languages. And so if you do a TESOL certificate, even if you come here the normal way, where you basically have your blocked account, you have your money, etc. At least teaching speakers of other languages, you can gain
some money. Yeah.
And not only that, I will mention that the first university I applied to in Germany, when I sent them my TESOL certificate, they, I don't want to say redeemed, but they said I don't need to prove that I can speak English. Because why do you need to prove something
when you already have? Yeah, you're actually teaching it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that was basically with my first place of applying in Germany. My way of proving that I can speak English was that I was teaching
English, yeah. And you had the TESOL certificate as well. Yeah, I don't
Although my English might be a bit bad right now, but
yeah.
Okay.
Learning other languages.
It's a different story.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if in Ghana we have the TESOL thing. but we have the IELTS. I don't, of course, IELTS is in South Africa, but we have IELTS where that's the International English Language Testing System, organized by the University of Cambridge, that tests the English and all that. And most of the times, you are applying for any university that is taught in English, they want you to prove that you can speak English with that certificate. But now some of the universities are exempting Ghana because and South Africa, because they say if you had your first degree, for example, if you are going for a master's, if you had your first degree in English, and usually the university gives you what we call the English proficiency certificate, then you don't have to prove that. But still, the IELTS is a very good and TESOL are very good documents that you can carry along with you and all that. So yeah. Do you have anything else to add? Any other thing to add for the
I
people of
think
South Africa?
not even only South Africa, but Africa in general. And I think just keep trying.
Keep trying.
It gets difficult.
Yeah.
Like almost every single international student who has come abroad, who has decided to study abroad, has struggled.
Yeah.
One or another. Have you struggled, Freeman?
Of course. Even though I was on a full scholarship, but it wasn't easy.
And he was on a full scholarship.
Yeah.
Like it gets tough.
Yeah.
It gets tough. But just keep trying. Just keep pushing. In fact, no trial. Don't only try, but do. Make sure you keep pushing. Make sure you keep going. Because eventually you will get to the point that you want to get to.
Yeah. You are now turning into a motivational speaker. Okay, so we will keep pushing and we'll keep trying, keep applying, keep moving forward. Keep applying. And keep watching my videos as well, as we drop more informative videos on the website. So so I think we are done, and
that's why Freeman does these videos.
Yes,
because
to help you
keep doing, and you
make
keep
it.
doing what he says. Keep applying, keep pushing. You'll get there.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Nicole, and thank you very much the audience for your time. We hope that this video was informative. We tried to make it as lively as possible and also as informative as possible. Keep watching the other videos, and then more of this type of discussions will be coming up so that we can have different perspectives